Got my mind made up, gonna live with no regrets. When I ride off into the sunset, don't care what people think, got to trust your instincts. Oh, if you wanna leave, you better give it all you've got, 'cause you've only got one shot.
Look, I got my little man. He's here, and he's gonna go racing with us.
Yeah.
What do you think about this whole adventure so far?
Last time we did a build like this, you said you weren't going to do it again.
We haven't done a build quite like this. So, one thing that we're really worried about is overheating this 3.6 as far as the engine oil cooler. So, I went to SRI and I got some really cool lightweight. Son, do you know what that is called? The material?
This?
Yeah.
Carbon fiber.
Hey, carbon fiber, you're right. So I'll just show you. I'll just show you right now. So there's the carbon fiber. We bolted in, we cut through this, and this is actually. So we're trying to find an aftermarket cooler. It doesn't really hard to find. Maybe it exists. I don't know. So we got the spare motor right there. That's a low mileage engine that we're going to put on it when we venture further in this trail to try to make it to the King of the Hammers. But so we're going to take that apart and we're going to try to figure out an external oil cooler, and we definitely will get back to everybody on what to do and how to do that, because I think it's very important, because once you overheat the oil, you're basically done. So these actually are directed right in between the alternator and the throttle body, where we're going to try to force air into the heat exchanger or the oil filter housing heat exchanger. Water goes through it, it exchanges heat, cools down your oil, and then clearing the radiator out, getting the condenser out, the transmission cooler, all that stuff is going to let the water run cooler, which is going to allow that to run cooler. So that's what we're doing on this, and I'll show you a little more on that idea of what we're trying to do. All right, and here we go, and you can see I'm super mellow, but we got a special guest here right there in the car. We have Mr. Chris Magros working hand in hand with Matt to try to figure it out. But everything's coming together in the engine compartment. This piece of carbon fiber here, you can see it's pretty awesome. I'm so lucky I live right at SRI. This piece of carbon fiber, if you go to get it for your brake decks, these things are like $400, and I saved a ton and got new insurance. Geico. I was turned that into a Geico commercial. Oh my God, I'm such a dumbass. So anyways, the thought process is we're going to drill through the cowl, and this intake is going to be sitting right at the back of the intake, where we're going to blow air here. We're going to blow air here, and our idea is going to go through the intake on that heat exchanger, and then this is going to be aimed about right here, and we're going to put an electric fan on it, and our idea is it's going to suck. It's going to, the electric fan, we're going to turn it, it's going to suck and create a suction through that intake and cool down that that heat exchanger. That is our idea. It's super light, it's easy, and hopefully it works. But Mr. Chris Magro, say hi to all our loved ones that are supporting this venture.
Hello.
What is that? What have you done today?
Well, I really just cleaned up, not even cleaned up, I just kind of picked up the crumbs behind Matt on the intercom system and the CB radio from Rugged Radio, and then hooked up the blower system from Rugged Radio.
What's your biggest worry about? Here's all our communications. You guys seen the GPS unit, and then our CB down there. What is your biggest worry about trying to use all this stuff for the first time? Because it doesn't appear like we are actually going to get a ton of practice. We're kind of getting thrown into the fire.
No, I probably just too much. There's a lot of buttons. There's a lot of buttons in here. And understanding them all and not screwing them up, you know, making it work so it actually helps us rather than just annoys the crap out of us.
It's definitely going to be a trial and error. Have you done any research on how to add waypoints, or are we not even close to that yet?
I've watched quite a few videos on the Lowrance system. There's a lot of nautical stuff. This thing is definitely designed for fishing, I think. Seems like that's where the big market is, but there's a lot of cool videos from Lowrance and some of the guys that just have used them in their Jeeps. So I'm learning a lot. There's some good tutorials on it.
Well, great. Well, tomorrow is going to be another day, but we got a bunch of wiring cleaned up. You can see back behind Chris, we have all of our rigid lights coming down there. The red power circuit right there is going to run our cooling fans right there at the transmission cooler. And then Chris's antenna wire, you can see that coming down. It looks really nice. So it's all nice and tidy and protected. That's probably the main thing is everything. We're taking a lot of precautions to protect it. But it just looks cool.
Stack proof.
I don't know about that. Might be stack proof. I hope it's diesel proof. But it's looking like a race car. It really is. I don't know what any of that does. I would think that and that is a lot of the same things, but I guess it's not. Yeah, we got some stuff being overnighted because we're having a problem with a lot of the stuff delivery, and it's kind of nerve-wracking. But it was a late night tonight, and it's gonna be an early morning. But yeah, this is I think this might be the first time here and the last time that because Chris works extremely early in the morning, so when he gets off work, he's here and busts his ass. But this is one of the times you got to hang out late with us.
I did.
So, what? By any chance, do you know what we say at the end of these videos?
I've heard it.
All right. Well, let's see your grunge. Let's see your grit. Let's have it.
I'll do the first. You do the first.
Oh, I'll do the first. Ready?
Yeah.
To the front.
To the bar.
Yeah. That was great. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Do what you want to do, yeah. Stop listening to those fools who try to